you said you don't tinker with anything. And in a way, that has been an abiding reverberation in this heart, just turning towards the possibility of not tinkering with anything. So it's the one piece. The other is just so moved and inspired and fortified by your words last night about sacred dispassion. And the third is a teaching of the Buddha called the Fire Sermon, talking about the manifest world, the particulars. And he said, this world is on fire, pointing to the manifest world. Incredibly generous caution about the relationship with the particulars. Touch it and you're on fire.
Yes.
And the last are these words of Christ that just seem to have deeper meaning than ever. Where he said, come to me, all ye who are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. And within this heart, the resting from the particulars, the fire of the particulars, feels so overwhelmingly grace-filled at the moment.
Yes. It only grows. It only grows. And simultaneously, as the Buddha spoke, the more that relationship becomes on fire in its beauty, the more intense the sting when there is any movement away from, meaning the recreation of the separate character in the play of separation, the more that will burn when it is touched. And the more you fall into what is truly stable, the more the external creation of separation will reveal how totally chaotic and unstable it is, both having the potential of pulling on the mind and its fears, and at the same time opening the door more widely to fall into the ever-growing longing, which is the eternal bliss of your true nature, which is only this moment, in which there is no individual to be found, in which the relationship is the relationship with the beloved. It is not Satya's relationship with the beloved. That is the return of some sense of separation. It is the beloved's relationship with the beloved. Another way to say it, it is your true self that is without definition, and its pure devotional relationship with the Master, with the ocean of beauty. And that's all there is. And none of it has a center, none of it is in time. So how can anything stain or alter this love affair? It is the secret of the true mystic, that which cannot be spoken, yet is self-illumined. What grace in the midst of the raging fire. And then you become a true servant. Most importantly, you become a servant to the beloved, and at the same time, you become a servant to all humanity. But they are roles. The truth is, we are the same. From where the words come, they come forth out of this form. From where the words come, that come forth out of that form. It is the same. In this environment, you see me as the seer of the truth. It is all just the play. Character gets to play both sides of the role, but you are the same, regardless of the role. You are the beauty that you seek. You are what the heart is longing for. And yet at the same time, you are immersed in something that cannot be described. Tasting yourself as the lover and the beloved, the devotee and the master. Every relationship lives inside of you. And at the same time, what always remains is this unspeakable, humble devotion to something that is so much more vast. On the one hand, there is the recognition that I am such a child in this. And the Master is beyond definition in its ancient, eternal wisdom. And at the same time, there is the recognition I am eternal. It all becomes so contradictory because language cannot know it. It is why you remain immaculate, can write all the poetry, but you can never speak yourself. You can just remain in deeper and deeper longing for that which is but can never be spoken. And every single time there is the returning of the habit of a point of reference following thought. It is to look for and find the longing, which is not rooted in a reference point, but shifts everything to this pure devotion, which is not localized, and it feeds upon itself. The more it is tasted, the more the pull, the more the longing, the less the possibility of falling into the old conditioned habit. And like the Buddha spoke, the greater the sting, the greater the burn when it is indulged. Every thought, every sensation, it is all waiting to just be released, to find the devotion that is not in reference with anything. So beautiful. Whenever two or more are gathered in thy name, there is love.